What is the Make Ready Board? The Make Ready Board, or MRB as we like to refer to it, is a tool to identify the turn costs for all of the vacant units. The Comunidad Asset Management team prioritizes the units with a color coding system. Each unit is to be priced out and sent to us for approval to turn the units. These approvals will either come back as green approved, which are these up here, yellow, meaning that further information is needed, and red, which are not approved. Only the green units are allowed to be turned or leased. The MRBs are to be submitted with every newly vacant or newly walked NTV appointment, or at least once a week. It is mandatory that units are walked, priced, and approved before the unit is leased so that we can add an amenity premium to any unit requiring a high-ticket item. So if you look here at our Make Ready board, we'll start with our first unit. Phase 1, Unit 225. You'll see here that the unit is leased. It didn't need an appliance replacement. It did have a carpet clean. It did have regular housekeeping clean. It needed no flooring, some minor maintenance items, and some paint. All in all, this was really not a bad turn. It's what we would consider standard. So we could go ahead and rent this unit at a base price. However, let us scroll down and look at row 4, Phase 1, Unit 426. This unit is vacant and it's leased. And when we come here, we see while it did not need an appliance replacement or a carpet clean, it did have $643 worth of a flooring replacement. So this could be vinyl or carpet. We really don't know. In a perfect world, this Make Ready board would have more information that detailed out what exactly was being replaced. What we then do on the Comunidad side is we get your Make Ready board. We see all of these units that do have high-ticket items going into it, such as this flooring replacement, and we'll go into one site and we'll set a premium so that when you look at Unit 426, this unit will come back on your availability report saying that it does have upgraded flooring and should be leased for a higher price. Ideally, we want to get the Make Ready board before we have a chance to lease it so that we can make these adjustments. It'd be pretty unfair of us to quote an applicant, a $600 rent when in fact this unit is going to need new flooring and new appliances and is actually going to be, more of a $660 rent. That would not make too much sense for us and would make it really hard for us to lease units if we continue to do that as our MO. So getting the Make Ready board is super important to us so that way we can get ahead of the curve and ahead of all the leasing. We scroll down here, we look at our yellow units, which are not yet approved because they do need some sort of additional information. The majority of these units have not been priced, so we can't really approve the units because we don't know what work is going to be needed. This unit, for example, 0923, is on hold because it's a little more expensive, and so we want to see if we can go ahead and turn the rest of these vacant units first before we go ahead and turn this $1,700 unit. Scrolling down and looking at the red units that are not approved, you'll see that these units are quite expensive. $2,000, $6,100, $2,200, $5,800. These are really high ticket items which we want to postpone for as long as possible. As long as we have vacant units to rent, it's always going to be the priority to go ahead and rent out those units and turn them as opposed to turning these red ones, because we definitely do not want to take in these high costs. So the purpose of this Make Ready board is to price and prioritize each unit turn so that we can make sure that we are staying within our budget. The benefit to the Make Ready board is that a manager can control their inventory and overall unit turn expenses. If you do have any questions about the Make Ready board, make sure that you reach out to your regional or somebody at Comunidad.